In today's video, I'm gonna be showing you guys everything that you need before you hop on the road and before you start your cargo van business. Now, if you're watching this video, you probably want to dive into this cargo van business and try to make up to $1,000 a day. But there are a few steps that you need to complete before you hop into this business. I will be going over both legal and financial steps that you need to complete so you can save as much money as possible and so that you can make as much money as possible. If you don't know me, my name is KINGLATTA. I have started a cargo van and a box truck business at the age of just 20 years old and have been remotely working from home ever since. If you want to follow my footsteps and be a successful business owner, please watch this full video and you don't want to miss any of these steps. If you haven't done so already, please go ahead and check out the Patreon and the link in the description where we do have ebooks and step-by-step tutorial on how to start your online business, how to start your trucking business, how to boost your credit fast, and even how to make money on crypto, all over on the Patreon link in the description. And if you just want to purchase one ebook, we do have an ebook store on the Shopify. A lot of ebooks in the link in the description. And if you're still feeling lost, feel free to contact me in the Calendly link in the description, thecalendly.com/KingLatta, to talk to me one-on-one and get some real information live on how to start your trucking business or how to start your online business. But with all that being said, let's go ahead and hop straight into this video, and I'm going to show you everything you need to start up this cargo van business or box truck / semi truck business. Stay tuned for more after the intro. Woo! So the first thing you're gonna want to do when you're starting up this cargo van business is, of course, you want to find out if this market is even booming in your area, in your region. I say this because even though this sounds obvious, some people may not do the research and their city doesn't have the need for a cargo van, and a lot of things aren't happening around their city for the cargo van or box truck niche, just for semi trucks, because semi truck is a lot easier to work with. Even though they're bigger, they just hold more commodity, more freight, and forklifts can drive on them and come off of them no problem. With a box truck, you have to load those things up by pallet jack, so it's gonna take longer. And with cargo van, guys, it's kind of just not really a good market for it because you can only carry about 1 to 2 pallets and you can't even get it loaded easily. It's gonna take some teamwork to get that stuff loaded. So this cargo van business right now is not really where it's supposed to be at, but depending on your city, there might be some room for you to make some good money. Now, the first thing we need to do when we're starting up this cargo van business is we want to find our van. Now, you want to find your van. You want to make sure the van is at least less than 10 years old, because a lot of companies don't want to work with older vans, you know, strictly due to more risk of the van breaking down and the freight not getting delivered on time. So you might want to ask how to find a good van, right? All you have to do, guys, is simply go to Facebook and you can find yourself a cheap van for almost $4,000. I got my van for $6,000. There was some on the market for $4,000 and $5,000, but like I said, they're older vans, they're not that reliable. But you can go on Facebook or Craigslist and get yourself a van for under $10,000 so that you will have as less startup costs as possible. Now, guys, the beauty about starting up your new transportation business is all of these costs are completely write-offable. Yes, I said write-offable, meaning that you can write off all of your startup costs and get a full refund back from the government, especially on this big purchase like this van. So if you did want to go out and get you a $15,000 to $20,000, you know, Ram ProMaster van, go ahead. You can get that stuff refunded from you because of the government's new business startup write-off eligibility. You can get back all of your money that you used to start up this business. Just keep your receipts. Make sure you have a business bank account and everything is logged in your business bank account if you don't keep the receipts. And when it's tax time, you can go to your accountant and get these things written off. So like me, $6,000 on a van, instead of paying $6,000 in taxes, I now don't have to pay any of that tax money. So after you find yourself a van, what you want to do next is, of course, get some insurance on that van. Now this insurance, what you're going to need on your commercial insurance policy is some auto liability, some cargo liability, and some general liability. Now before you get all of these subjects, guys, before you go ahead and put all of this money on this insurance policy, you want to find out who you're going to be working with the most and what they require. Now if you want to work with Amazon Flex, if you want to do Amazon, you are going to need all of those requirements. You're going to need general liability and you're going to need that $100,000 cargo. But most things and most companies want to have a minimum $100,000 cargo liability, so there's no escaping that. $1 million auto liability, but when you're starting up this policy, you want to tell your insurance agent $750,000, because now you could save some money on your insurance down payment, because that $1 million liability is the most expensive subject, guys. So you want to save probably $300 to even $1,000 on your down payment, depending on what vehicle you are registering via semi, how big it is, how old it is, box truck or cargo van. You can save a minimum of $300 if you tell them $750K auto liability to start it up. Now after you do your insurance, guys, and like I said, depending on who you're working with, if they do require a authority, if they do require a DOT or MC number, you want to go ahead and register with the FMCSA, which is the safety administration that will regulate your DOT and pretty much is the truckers' paradise, the truckers network, and how everything gets monitored in this trucking business. You have your FMCSA registered. If you need it for your cargo van business, what the next steps you're gonna need is you're gonna need to get your BOC3, which is your processing agent, so all your paperwork can go to your processing agent and then to you, instead of all the higher up paperwork coming directly to your personal. You know, you get an extra sense of protection with that. And your UCR, guys, both of these forms could cost you less than $200. Your UCR is just extra protection for the freight that you're carrying. And guys, if you are hauling over 10,000 pounds, you're gonna need to do your DOT drug testing. Guys, this is a must. If you're hauling over 10,000 pounds, please look into taking your drug test. Now they have implemented a mouth oral swab, so there might be drug tests over the road, random stops. You just never know with the government. After you have done all of the hard part, guys, you are eligible to start driving. And some things that you want to take into consideration to start getting these loads: if you don't already have yourself a dedicated lane, if you're not already a medical carrier, or if you're not doing luggage transportation, what you want to do is you want to get yourself a load board. You can get DAT, you can get 123 load board, you can get Truck Smarter. It's plenty of load boards out there that you can start picking up loads from. But for the cargo van business, guys, a lot of loads on these load boards are meant for semi trucks and box trucks, you know, sometimes barely even box trucks. But this cargo van business is more than likely for these dedicated lanes, medical carrier, luggage transportation carrier, and Amazon Flex. So when I say dedicated lanes, this is, you know, if you have a driving app, if you have an app such as GoShare or such as Roadie, you know what I mean? Now you can have connections to some of these companies that are giving out loads, so they might be posting loads twice a week on that certain app or on a load board, when they could be giving that load directly to you. All you have to do to get these dedicated lanes is just simply network and do good work, guys. Be on time and show good customer service. Now you have connections from businesses, from small businesses such as Sherwin-Williams that normally post their loads on the app GoShare. Now you could simply get loads directly from them, and now they don't have to post on the app and other people can't steal your load, because now that is your lane. It's medical carrier. Now medical carrier pays very well as well. All the medical carrier does is exactly what it sounds like. They carry medical supplies point A to point B, and just because it's a high demand, it does pay pretty well. So look up medical carrier jobs around. Just go on Google, type in medical carrier, go on Indeed, go on Glassdoor, type in medical carrier owner operator, and you should see some options that you can make some money for in your cargo van. Another big thing is luggage. If you have a cargo van or even just a regular pickup truck or sedan, you can start making money carrying luggage. What this means is you can go to the airport, pick up luggage that people have left behind or that people need to get shipped to their house, guys, and all you have to do, go on an app such as Roadie. Roadie has a lot of these offers for luggage, guys. They are offering more likely $1 a mile to carry some of these luggages, and if you can pick up 3 to 4 luggages a day, you can make a good $100 a day with ease. And the last one, Amazon Flex. Now Amazon Flex in my city is not hiring right now, so before you get into this cargo van business, I strongly advise you to find out who you're going to be getting loads from, because Amazon Flex, like I said, is not hiring in my city right now, but they are hiring in other cities. But Amazon Flex, you don't need a cargo van necessarily. You can do this with your pickup truck or your sedan. Last thing I want to go over with you guys today is factoring. Now factoring, what factoring is if you're in the box truck or semi truck lane alley, guys, factoring companies will pay you in just 2 days, because most of these broker companies that are supplying you with these loads have up to 60 days to pay you. I don't know why, that's just how it works. They're net 60 companies, but with the factoring company, you can simply invoice your BOL and your rate confirmation on your factoring portal and get paid into 2 business days via direct deposit to your business bank account. So that is everything you need to get started in this transportation business, especially if you are in the cargo van industry. If we are talking box truck or semi truck, like I said, you have to do the drug testing, FMCSA certification for sure. There's no exceptions with that, but with the cargo van, you don't necessarily need to have a trucking authority. So you could probably save $300 for right now until you find a gig that needs a DOT. But it's always safe to have that MC number, because you know it's $300 to get started up, and it's a limitless amount of offers that you can work with once you have that DOT letter of authority. So right here, this BOL, bill of lading, is your money, guys. What you want to do is make sure all of your customers sign this as soon as you drop off the load, because this is how you're gonna get paid. This is the confirmation that you have dropped off that load. So guys, if you did all the steps that I just showed you correctly, this is the only next thing you have to worry about while you're over here on the road, is just getting this small sheet of paper and getting it signed as soon as you drop it off. Send it to your broker, send it to the app, whatever, you know, who needs to see that you've completed this, and then all that's gonna happen is money in the bank. I hope you guys enjoyed this video on how to start up your cargo van / trucking business. I hope this was helpful to you. If it was, please give it a big thumbs up so this video can get pushed out to multiple other people, so multiple other people can learn how to start up their business the right way. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel so you can learn how to start your cargo van business or trucking business, and so you can learn how to make money online the easy way. This is Black Investors Group, where we make investing easy. I'm KINGLATTA. Until tomorrow, we out.